Okay, it's going to round 2 then. So, I think this round might be best if Faust goes first because you're at the doors and able to do some damage.
Yeah.
It's all about whether you can withstand any damage that might come in from that enemy, isn't it?
Yeah. Well, we'll see.
You've only got 4 health. Do you want to go first?
Well, I mean, if I go first and you get an enemy activation, you're going to be activating him. Anyway.
No, I'll be activating the nearest ones to me.
I think I will still go first.
Okay, got in. Roll 4 dice. So you have got
3 combats.
I can see 2. It's
Football. Yeah, sorry, I apologise.
That's all right, mate. So 2 combats, 1 interact, yeah?
Yeah.
And what else did you have?
And 1 class.
Okay. So no enemies. So that's brilliant.
That's a good one. Potentially.
Remember, though, that now that he's there, if you go for the doors, you will provoke a parting shot.
Yeah.
Doing an interact action in a threatened space there. Threatened spaces are all around the enemy, and if you do something other than directly interact with that enemy, you're going to be provoking parting shots. So if he was mobbed in the middle of a bunch of enemies, every time he tries to push on the door, he's ignoring them all, and they'll just try and batter him senseless. Hopefully that makes sense. Right. You could put the class into dodge.
I was about to say.
That would help you.
I'll put the class into dodge now, and then I'll use the other 3. So I'm going to use the interact, and I'm going to knock on the other door, the one that hasn't taken any damage yet.
Right, so you can do 4 dice there.
Yeah.
You've done 1 damage to that door, so I'll dial it down for you, but you're going to have to roll that parting shot now.
Okay.
Yep, he's hit you.
He's hit me.
So you're going to have to spend a dodge if you wish.
I will.
Okay, so that gives you 4 dice, and you need a 6.
Okay.
If you don't get it, you're taking a wounds.
Then
okay, so you've dodged it. Okay. And dodges is the only way. By the way, unblockable damage means it's just going to get through your defense, magical talismans, things like that. It doesn't mean you can't use dodge against it, because then the attack never hits you. Okay.
Okay, so dial down a combat, and I'll use one of them.
You got the 6, did you?
Yeah.
I wasn't actually paying too much attention.
Yeah, I did get it.
So that's okay.
The evidence is recorded.
Right. We'll go back and check the feed, because I don't believe you. Right. So you're going to go for the one with 4.
Yeah.
Right? So same again. Might 4 dice. 2 successes.
2 successes.
So it's down to 2. Okay.
So another.
But that was your. What was that?
That was my. That was a might attack, a combat attack on that door. So I'm going to have to roll a parting shot.
Here it is. No, it's missed you.
Good. And I'm going to use the last combat.
Yes.
I'm going to. Well, I'll use it on that door.
Okay. You threw it.
2.
Okay, so that is 1 door down. Now, that does trigger something. Iron doors. When 1 door is breached, activate the nearest cult warrior, resurrect a cult warrior if any are out of action. Breaching both ends the scenario once the active heroes advance, which we're obviously aware of and have made the viewers aware of. So, okay, you've broken through the first door. The nearest one is obviously the guy next to you. You'd have to roll the dice and see what he does.
Yeah, I wasn't looking forward to this one. 3.
So it's an interact. He's going to make his attack, and he's going to be moving towards the doors, where he's obviously right at the doors. So roll 3 dice, targeting yourself. You have got no defense.
No.
So anything he gets, you get you right. She's down to 3 health.
Okay.
But we're through one of the doors.
Went through one of the doors.
On round 2. Okay. So now I've got to roll for fun. Okay, so we've got I'll now lose the dodge, which I'd set. But I've got my 2 combats, and I've got a class that I've got to give an enemy an action, nearest one to me. I'm actually going to pick. So I am going to pick this guy. I think, yeah. Do you want to move your dice out there? So then I know what I've rolled. Okay, so he's rolled a 6, which is combat. So he's going to move towards the most healthy, which is now me. I think I'll put him there. I'll put him there. And then he's going to make a 3 dice attack against me. which is missed, which is brilliant. Okay, now I'm going to use that class because I want to get out of there. This is awkward, isn't it? Okay. I'm just going to back up to here. He's going to get a parting shot at me. Oh, he's hit me. Man, these guys are good. How did they not get through the black? Oh, he's hit me. Man, these guys are good. How did they not get through the Black Distillery and Sort Kumak before? They got done by the Colt. It made me wonder how, because they're very, very talented boys.
Well, they didn't have a demon dog with them to chew the doors open.
That's what you're saying, is it?
Yeah. That's my excuse. I'm sticking to it.
I am going to dial down my face to get Calling on the Gods there, to give myself an extra success. So then I'm going to dial down the combat. So I'm going to use that to get 4 dice, plus 1 success, and I've got to try and get through this barrel, but they're very tough to break open. It's much better to try and prise the lids off, but that's not the way we're doing it because I don't have any interacts. So instead, we're going to be trying to batter our way in. So I need to get 3 successes, so I still need 2 5s. 2 5 pluses. Yes, I've got them. So that means that I'm broken open a barrel, which is cool, because that means that we're part way to having mouths to feed, if we want it. And I've rolled a combat, so we'll see what I get out of that. Okay, I have got a dark laystone. So for those of you playing this, when you are going through the game, what you're going to do with that is you're going to put a dark laystone, and you're going to write that down, either on a notepad or something like that, just tack it with pen and paper, you know? Okay, so I've got a necrotic laystone, basically. Now that means I can get them to re-roll a party shot, I can have them re-roll a behavioural roll, or I can remove one of their successes and then attack by expending the necrotic laystone. Right, I've got a combat left. I feel like I kind of want to sneak across the other side of the battlefield now, but I probably should use it as a dodge in case one of them come towards me. I've got the same amount of health as you. I'm going to put one in dodge. Rather than move from there. I can move next round. See, that's probably, yeah. Okay, so that's the end of the hero phase, right? So we're into the enemy phase. I want to mess it up. You're doing a really good job on the doors. Okay, so furthest enemy from me is the guy next to you. So I apologise in advance if he does well. He's going to attack you. He's going to attack the hero that is in reach, that's got the most health. That's you. He's got his 3. He's got his 3 dice. So let's roll that. Brilliant. He's missed you. I roll low. There you go.
Thank you very much. I appreciate it.
Very welcome. Now you've got a roll for one of the ones. They're all equidistant. Yeah, they're all equidistant from you. So pick one of these lads.
I was going to say
pick him.
Yeah.
Because if you pick him, we can bring him away from this barrel.
Mm-hmm.
And I fancy going for another barrel.
Do you?
I do. Got another one.
Well, I suppose you're at a distillery. It would be rude not to look at the barrel.
Well, let's see if I survive again.
No, right.
Roll a dice and see what he does. It'd be rude not to look at the barrels, yeah. I'm going to try some of this black grog. It looks tasty, it doesn't.
Oh, sorry, that's an interact.
Okay, yeah. So that means he's going to swing his sword around right there. And then he's going to back towards the doors.
Which is unfortunate. But
yeah, well, we can put him here. Yeah. We can put him here.
No, there.
If we put him there.
Right, because then that gives you a clear, say, run through.
So so that is both the enemies activated in the enemy phase. So obviously, again, we haven't taken out any enemies. We don't see the spawn rules. But that's okay. People don't need to see them. We're going to leave the empowerment, aren't we? Because we obviously have moved into the enemy phase. Mm-hmm. But that was just because tactically it is always the best choice. But sometimes you could really use that action. Right, now, so it is the end of round 2 event, which is the Eldritch Blast. Strange lights flash from within the Black Distillery. Black streams of vapour snake out from under the doors and through the shutters, pouring towards the cult warriors. I've got a roll on action dice. Shall I do this one?
Yeah, I don't want to be held responsible for this.
I don't think any of these are very good, but we'll see what I get. I've got an interact. So heroes within 3 squares of the doors, so that's you but not me, gain poison 3.
Oh.
But you get to perform a metal test.
Okay.
To negate 1 damage per success. So you've got 4 in metal.
Okay.
So roll those before we figure out how we're applying the damage from the poison vapours. You have got a success.
1 success.
So you've negated 1 point of the 3. So you've got to take 1 damage to either health, metal, or might. Well, you've got to take 2 damage, but you can distribute it between those 3 attributes: health, metal, might. Your metal's at 4. You might not have to test it again.
No, I was going to say I'm going to take it on metal.
Both
of them.
Both on metal.
Yeah.
All right. So metal's down to 2.
Yes.
Okay. That ends round 2. And so we go into round 3, and we're going to increase the empowerment. So now we've got 2. So, okay. With the situation that you're in, it might be better for me to go.
I was about to say that.
And then we'll see what the situation is once I've had my go. So I'll remove the dodge. And then I've got 2 interacts and 2 combats.
It's very nice.
We know that, again, because of the How to Convert video, which I'm sure all of you have watched. And that means that 5s and 6s are combats, 3 and 4s are interacts, 2s are class results, and 1s are enemies. Okay. Then we didn't need to do that video, did we?
So
Just needed people to watch this one until about half an hour in. Right.
You said that so smoothly as well.
Succinct, wasn't it? Succinct.
Yeah, succinct. Yeah.
All right.
It's like you designed a game.
Almost. Right. I think I'm going to use the combat, actually. Oh, let's find the one. There's the one.
It was there earlier.
Yeah. Still there. Now I'm going to move 3, which is my agility, so I'm going to get over to this other barrel. We actually got to do a barrel each to get the objective mouths to feed, which is basically about looking after the other boys in the headhunters crew. So, right, it's got lock quality 2, and it's got a durability of 2. So when I'm trying to smash through it, 3 durability, it's harder to smash into than it is to try and prise the lid off. So I'm going to now try and prise the lid off. But before I do it, I am going to call on the gods. That gives me an extra success.
Mm-hmm.
Now I'm going to dial down my interact. Now I've got to roll 3 dice and need 1 success because I only need 2 when I'm trying to do an agility test to open it. So we're going to see if I can get it. I do. Okay, so I've prized the lid off. Didn't even need to call on the gods in that one.
Well, the gods was.
Why did I say
gods
that?
was smiling at you.
Yeah, then they stopped because that's a trap. So the gods were not smiling on me, Paul. Oh. I can't help but feel that you did that thing that you do.
I didn't do a
the
thing.
Commentator's curse, mate.
No, not me.
Nah, I think we both thought the gods were smiling on me. What's that, an 8?
An 8.
They were not. I've set off a trap. That was the result, which was a 1, by the way, which is equivalent to having rolled an enemy. So it set off a trap. So I got poison darts. Right. That is the 8 on the trap table. So the poison darts mean I've got to roll 2 action dice. And I'm going to take a health damage for each combat I roll. And each enemy result will put poison 1 all year. So I've rolled an enemy result. So I've got poison 1. That means I can apply that to anything. I'm going to put it on metal. So my metal's down to 2. Okay. That was unfortunate. What have I got left? I've got an interact and a combat. We've done 2 barrels. So now
I think you should.
I'm going to need to get across there. I think I'm going to do a combat to move across, which is a bad idea, I suppose, but I've got to get over there. So we'll go 1, 2, right?
Yeah. Okay.
Then, because I don't want that many parting shots, I'm just going to stop there and put 1 in dodge. Okay? All right. You'll go.
Okay.
So you've got an enemy result.
Yeah.
And then two
1
interacts.
class and 2 interacts.
All right. So the nearest enemy to you is going to go, but you've got 2.
Okay. So, yeah, I'll choose him, I suppose.
Yep. Okay, so he swings his sword around. He's going to be attacking either one of us. I've got a dodge.
Right.
So I'll take it because you don't have a dodge.
Okay. Do you want me to roll or will you?
You've got to roll.
I've got
it's your enemy action.
Okay. I apologise in advance.
Thanks.
2 damage.
Okay, 2 damage. That's really put some pressure on me to roll some 6s, hasn't it, mate?
I'm sure you can do it.
Okay. I'm going to call on the gods to give myself a success. So I got 1 success. I take 1 damage, down to 2 health.
I apologise in advance.
You did apologise in advance. Now you're apologising after the fact. All right. I appreciate your apologies. They're not going to help me very much when I'm on my way into Twilight. So, okay.
Okay, so that's me enemy activation out of the way.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to use one of my interacts to try and open that last door.
Yep, that makes sense. Go ahead.
I know I'm going to take 2 attacks.
You are? Yeah, you are. You actually got no successes.
No successes there. That's a shame.
That's a real shame, yeah. You might want to put your dodge in, your class into dodge. Before you carry on.
Yeah, go on.
And then have another go.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah?
I've got to do the parting shots now from that first attack there.
Oh, we missed them out. Oh, right, yeah, we'll roll 2 dice. They both misses, so it's okay.
That's good.
All right.
Now, last
Interact, yeah. I'm can do, yeah.
Sure, that again.
Yep. Hopefully you'll have it. So you rolled. I can see you got 1 success, which is enough. Okay, so both the doors are now swinging open. We have broken through. So now just the active players, that's both of us, need to move through it. You've got your dodge. You could spend an action to leave. I could then spend an action to leave. And though we would have left very, very early and we wouldn't have achieved the mouths to feed objective, we would have at least won the scenario.
I'm of the inclination to basically leg it. I'm going to
dial down an action then.
Yes, please.
And then you're going to make two parting shots at yourself as you exit. So I can't see what you've got. You need to tell me.
A 4 and a 5. So
4 and 5. Okay, so 4 and a 5 are both misses. They needed 1s. So Faust has bounded into the Black Distillery.
Yeah.
Okay. So now I've got to join you, and I don't really want to wait till the next round, but that means I'm going to take 3 parting shots. All right, let's do it.
Go on.
It's running the gauntlet. So 1, he gets a parting shot at me. He's missed me. Okay. And then I go into there and I'm going to have 2 parting shots at me. 1, 2. They both missed me. We made it through. So we have completed the scenario at the end of round 3. So that actually proves that it can be done. We've played this a lot. Viewers are going to be like, what's that about? Well, Paul and I have played this in 2-player more times than you need to know, trying to record this, and we will get slaughtered. Okay, so that's why victory. We've breached both the iron doors, and the active heroes have advanced through them. The iron doors shatter, and Faolan's sharp words and sharper blades unnerve the last of the cult warriors as foul scowls echo. You advance into the Black Distillery, ley lines fluctuating, and the cult's dark heart pulses beneath your feet. Your patron's coin awaits, but the red mist thickens. Words or blades, I'll cut you all the same. Faolan's shadow blades. Go, arrow. Faust the Barghest. Then be the quotes. Then you've got, everything comes with strings. The question is whether you're man enough to cut them. The veiled patron. And this feels important. I wish I could remember what it means. Which is Owen Grimwald, who's the undead warrior that's pouring over the map at the start of the scenario. All right, so we hope you've enjoyed the Black Distillery. There's still a lot more that we can show you, but we're going to be doing many more videos, I'm sure. And we'll probably see you in the Workshop of Whispers in a video update in the near future. Thank you.